In this video, we're going to be combining functions to write a new function that models a real-world situation. So our first problem, a small publishing company is releasing a new book. The production cost will include a one-time fixed cost for editing and an additional cost for each book printed. The total production cost C in dollars is given by the function C equals 550 plus 18.95 N, where N is the number of books. The total revenue earned in dollars from selling the books is given by R is equal to 32.8 N. Let P be the profit made in dollars by writing an equation related P to N. Simplify as much as possible. Okay, so what we first need to note is how to write a profit function. So profit is equal to how much you make, which is revenue, minus how much it costs to make, which is the cost function. So we are going to use R minus C to find the profit function, and those are given. So P is equal to R, which is 32.80 N, minus our cost, and I'm going to have to put parentheses here because there's more than one term that we're subtracting. So 550 plus 18.95 N. So when I distribute that negative sign, this becomes P is equal to 32.80 N minus 550 minus 18.95 N. Now notice that we have two like terms. This is just a number, but these two have variables in them. So when we combine those, we do 32.80 minus 18.95. We will get 13.85. Okay, so P is equal to 13.85 N minus 550. Okay, so this is how much that the company is making in profit. So as you can see, if they only sell one book, then this minus 550 is going to make sure that they're not making any money. In fact, they're paying money. Okay, so there would have to be a certain number of books that have to be sold in order to pass this cost and then start making $13.85 per book after that. Okay, here's our next problem. A car rental company charges an initial fee plus an additional fee for each mile driven. The charge depends on the type of car, economy or luxury. The charge E in dollars to rent an economy car is given by the function E is equal to 0.80 M plus 12.95, where M is the number of miles driven. The charge L in dollars to rent a luxury car, I should say car, I apologize, is given by the function L is equal to 1.05 M plus 19.30. Let's see how much more it costs to rent a luxury car than an economy car. Okay, so what we need to do is write a function that shows the difference between a luxury car and economy car, and difference in math means subtraction. Okay, so we are going to say C is equal to the difference, so we'll do the luxury car since it costs more, minus the economy car. Okay, so this one costs more, this one costs less, so the difference between these will be C, which is how much more it costs to rent a luxury car than an economy car. Okay, so C is equal to L, which is this function, 1.05 M plus 19.30, okay, and then minus, and I will have to put a parentheses here because there's more than one thing in E. So put a parenthesis so that we can subtract them both. So 0.80 M plus 12.95. Okay, now we can distribute the negative sign to both of those terms. So C is equal to 1.05 M plus 19.30 minus 0.80 M minus 12.95. Okay, when you do these calculations and combine these like terms here and these like terms here, you get C is equal to 0.25 M plus 6.35. Okay, so what this means is that the difference between the luxury car and the economy car is that you're going to have to pay this much more. And notice the more miles you drive, the more you have to pay. So it's a $6.35 flat fee increase. And then every mile you drive, it's 25 cents that you're adding up. Okay, for our last problem, LaShonda and her husband are each starting a savings plan. LaShonda will initially set aside $250 and then add $165 every month. So the amount in dollars saved this way is A is equal to 1.65 N, where N is the number of months, plus 250. Okay. Her husband will not set an initial amount aside, but he will add 585 to savings every month. So that's given by this, B equals 585 times the number of months. Okay, so T is the total. So they're both saving together, and we want to know how much both of them are saving per month when we combine them. So that's going to be an addition problem. So T for total is equal to A plus B. Okay, so T is equal to 165N plus 250. So this is 165 a month plus $250. And then plus B, which is just 585N. Okay? And if you add these two numbers up, you get 750N. So T is equal to 750 times the number of months plus $250. So if you want to know how much is saved after 1 month, you'd put a 1 here, and it'd be 750 plus 250, which would be 1,000. And then every month you'd be adding another 750 onto that. And that's it.